In this video, we are going to learn how to multiply fractions. The rule for multiplying two fractions is very simple. When we multiply two fractions, the product will also be a fraction. And how do we obtain that product? We need to multiply the numerators of the original two fractions to obtain the numerator of the product, and we need to multiply the denominators of the original two fractions to obtain the denominator of the product. To understand this rule, let us consider an example. Let us consider 2 over 7 times 3 over 5. Now here we can see that we want to multiply the two fractions 2 over 7 and 3 over 5. Now whenever we multiply two fractions, the product is also a fraction. So let us write this fraction line. Now what is the first step? We need to multiply the numerators of the original two fractions to obtain the numerator of the product. So the numerators are the numbers on top. For the first fraction 2 over 7, the number on top is 2, and so the numerator is 2. And for the second fraction 3 over 5, the number on top is 3, and so the numerator is 3. So we're going to multiply these two numerators. So we have 2 times 3. And this gives us the numerator of the product. Next, what we need to do is multiply the denominators of the original two fractions to obtain the denominator of the product. Now the denominators are the numbers on the bottom. For the first fraction 2 over 7, the number on the bottom is 7, so 7 is the denominator. And for the second fraction 3 over 5, the number on the bottom is 5, so 5 is the denominator. And we're going to multiply these two numbers. So we have 7 times 5, and this will give us the denominator of the product. So what do we end up with? We have 2 times 3, which is 6, and we divide this by 7 times 5, which is 35. And so this is our required answer. That is, 2 over 7 times 3 over 5 is equal to 6 over 35. Now let us have a look at a few practice problems. Consider the first problem. We have 5 over 6 times 1 over 4. Now whenever we multiply two fractions, the result is also a fraction. So first of all, let us write this fraction line. Now what is our first step? We need to multiply the numerators of the original two fractions. The numerators are the numbers on top, so the numerators are 5 and 1. And we need to multiply these two to obtain the numerator of the resultant fraction. Next, we need to multiply the denominators of the original two fractions. The denominators are the numbers on the bottom. So in this case, the denominators are 6 and 4. So we're going to multiply these two numbers and write that in the denominator of the product. So this is what we get. So we end up with 5 times 1, which is 5, divided by 6 times 4, which is 24. And so this is our required answer. 5 over 6 times 1 over 4 is equal to 5 over 24. Now let us have a look at the next problem. We have 4 over 5 times 10 over 3. When we multiply two fractions, the result is also a fraction, so first of all, let us write the fraction line. And this time, let us directly write the numerator and the denominator. So how do we obtain the numerator of the product? We need to multiply the numerators of the original two fractions. So we have 4 and 10. We need to multiply these two, so we have 4 times 10, and that is equal to 40. And the denominator of the product will be obtained by multiplying the denominators of the original two fractions. Now the denominators are 5 and 3. So we have 5 times 3, that is 15. So we can see that we can write the product directly. Now next what we're going to do is we're going to simplify this fraction. Note that the greatest common factor of 40 and 15 is 5. So we divide the numerator 40 by 5, and we also divide the denominator 15 by 5. Now 40 divided by 5 is equal to 8, and 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So this is our final answer. That is 4 over 5 times 10 over 3 is equal to 8 over 3. Now let us move on to the next problem. We have 9 over 3 times 2 over 6. The result will be a fraction, so let us write the fraction line. And the numerator will be obtained by multiplying the numerators of the original two fractions. That is, we need to write 9 times 2. Now 9 times 2 is 18. And the denominator of the product is obtained by multiplying the denominators of the original two fractions. So we have 3 times 6, and 3 times 6 is 18. Now 18 over 18 is equal to 1, and so this is our required answer. That is, 9 over 3 times 2 over 6 is equal to 1. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you next time.